Alright, before we get into the video, I'm going to talk to you guys about FLUCTUATION.co.uk, our trading site that's there to help you guys make millions of coins throughout FIFA 22. We've already got people in the Discord that are sitting well over 5 million TP with millions of coins on their account, basically building and trading and doing whatever they want on this game without spending their hard-earned money on FIFA points. So what do you get for your money? Tier 1, £10 gets you access to the low budget area across all platforms. You also get access to our trading areas for chem styles, that's anchors, hunters and shadows. And we just launched our icon area for you guys. Every single tradable icon is on there to help you guys trade with them and make millions. The access for tier 2 includes fluctuations. This is an area of the site that is incredibly overpowered. It tracks the market 24 hours a day. It shows you the low point on cards, the high point on cards, the average price that card has been at, and gives you guys an ideal price that you guys can go and buy that card at and flip it on for pretty much guaranteed profit. We don't say it lightly when we say you guys will make millions of coins if you utilize it. If you've already subbed, make sure you join the Discord. If you're debating subbing, join the Discord as well. It's completely free and you can talk to website subscribers directly and ask them what they think about the site. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, subscribe down below. We're on the Project Fuzzball 40k grind. Basically, we're gaining about 1,000 subs every single day, like every few days, sorry. And yeah, it's incredible. We're going to be giving away a next generation console the moment we hit 40,000 subs. Ways of saying thank you to you guys. It's been a massive goal of the channel to get to 40k because Fuzzball 40. So yeah, thank you to everyone for support. The videos are doing incredible. Website's doing incredible. Streams are always awesome. But yeah, so thank you for that. And yeah, make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. You will make millions of coins throughout this year. And you'll learn how to grind this game without spending a single penny on FIFA points. And I promise you, this year you don't really need to spend ages on the game in order to make coins. You just got to know when to be on the game and when to make those coins. It's as simple as that. Now, going to be blunt, simple plug here. If you want to make millions of coins, subscribe to FLUCTUATION.co.uk. It's our website. You have us in the Discord. We've got a team of mods that we pay to make sure they answer all your questions. You'll make millions. And everything I talk about in the videos, we do on the website. But basically, the prices are there for you. Much more in-depth and much more able to sort of help you guys get better and better at trading. But look at the screen in front of you. And last night, basically, we saw the first team for Road to Knockouts. And teams and promos always sort of bring around promo packs. It always causes market panic and people sort of selling and selling and selling because they're worried about the team going down. And that's a great time to buy. It's a really, really good time to buy because what tends to happen is the market takes a bit of a hammering at that time because everyone's listing everything up. Then you add promo pack to that, everyone lists all those things up and it brings the market down significantly, really, really low. You're able to buy in at that point and then sell them for profit. Sell them for a lot of profit to make a lot of coins. I think yesterday, between the buys I made, in about 45 minutes, I've made about 350,000 coins, give or take, in around that. So, for example, Trezeguet picked up for 290. These Coles were both 300k pickups, which wasn't bad at all. This Schmeichel was a 140 pickup, 145 actually, 145 pickup that we flipped in like 5 minutes. Nakata was a 200k pickup, flipped for 232. All of these guys were really, really good buys yesterday, and I sort of was a little bit tentative as well. These Rickens I picked up at 85k. He got as low as 80k before bouncing to 98,000 coins. I'm going to show you all of this on FUTWiz and what you guys now can use, armed in the knowledge to make coins over today and tomorrow, and you don't need to sit on this game for ages by doing so. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome to FUTWiz, and I'm starting to notice a trend of when is good to buy and when is good to sell consistently most days. Lars Ricken here, as you can see, 87,000 coins. Now, you've just seen those two sold for 98,000 coins yesterday evening, okay? Let's look at his graphs from yesterday night. So, I sold my Ricken the night before because I put Inform Borelli into my team for Weekend League, and I sold him around the 100k mark. And as the day went on yesterday, he progressed and progressed and got lower and lower and lower until come 6 p.m, he reached a low on average of 82,000 coins. Now, he was achievable at 80. I did it live on stream and people saw it. That was his low basically at 6 p.m. And then he gradually rose and rose and rose and got to a high of 97,000 coins on average. Dipped a little bit again at 2 o'clock in the morning before climbing again to 94. And then another massive dip at 6 p.m. before climbing again slightly and dipping off again now. This is literally printing coins. You can see 82,000 to a high of 97,000. If you bought at 80,000, which was achievable, and sold at 98 like I did, you're looking at 13,000 coins profit a card. You literally could have bought him en masse for 80,000 coins. Does that mean tonight that 80,000 coins is a buy point for him? Because what will happen tonight again is we'll get promo packs again and people will get rewards. And the answer to that is quite simply no. You need to track what he does throughout the day today. So right now he's at 88. you want to keep an eye on him. And if he gets down to 80,000, you're like, okay, cool, there's probably a bit more of a fall in there. And you want to decide a good buy point. Someone like a Ricken, when I've seen them get to 97, a good buy point over this weekend, I'd estimate at about 70 to 80,000 coins. No more than 80, in my opinion. You should be able to get them lower than that, realistically. And then your hold point is probably... You can probably flip him instantaneously for some profit, but for most profit, hold him into Monday, I think, and you'll make the most. That's when people are buying their teams for Weekend League. But these are the two spots that we're seeing the big dips in. Obviously, content drop, 6 p.m. Always see a drop at 6 p.m. because promo packs are opened up, more people on the game. But there's also this weird sort of theme that seems to happen around the early hours of the morning, sort of UK time, where cards start to dip off in price again, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, before bouncing again after that. It keeps happening quite consistently, and it's a very, very weird phenomenon. I don't really know why it is. At this time, I think sort of Australia and Asia are online, but I can't really put my finger on why it would dip so much. It might be that people are starting to come online again around the world, even like European, sort of 7 o'clock. Some places in the Middle East, obviously, a bit later than that. And they start to list again, it dips off. This is your quiet period, because a lot of these places are either at work or asleep. But yeah, it's a weird one. Alright, so Ashley Cole, for example. Now, you've just seen me sell him at 335 and 336. Now, there's one listed at 365 on the transfer market at the moment. According to this, I think that's gone now, to be fair. But again, if we have a little look at him. So we saw the dip and the panic into sort of 300. I sort of watched him at this point because Cole's a very nice buy and sell. I keep debating whether I'm going to buy and sell him. And then I've started to engage with him a little bit more, and he's very, very nice to sell. But at 6 p.m, I sort of saw him hit to 300, and I was like, he's probably not going to get much lower than that. And then you see the climb again. Once the panic ends, he gets up and up and up, and eventually we sell him for 335, 336. But then look again what happens. He dips off again to 300. And it's this weird part of the market. Now, it does mean that for me personally, I'm being a bit more tentative in my listing prices, just because I'm aware that that exists. And I don't know what it is. I think it's possibly, like I say, when Australia, Asia come online, I don't really know what causes that sort of drop off there. We do have, recently EA have been releasing promo packs at like new sets of them at like 1 o'clock. So I don't know if that impacts it. And those of you that aren't in the UK time zone get promo packs at a decent time for you guys, which means these cards initially drop off and then bounce back again. I'm never really awake for it, but I have seen on Twitter that promo packs do come out at that time. So that could possibly be what it is. On one hand, it's slightly annoying for those of us that are in Europe because it means you've got to be tentative. But I am also very happy that it means those of you that aren't European are being looked at on this game and you guys can trade because there is a buy point. Really, like at these early hours of the morning, there's a very, very nice buy point before they sort of climb up again. Look at these sort of spikes with a bit of tentativeness. There are always anomalies. Don't be going, oh, he gets to 384. The sort of more gradual rises and drops are what are actually more interesting here and what are more important. I'd monitor that and go, okay, cool, forget the 384. Let's bring it down more to the 347. That's more likely where he's going to be. I will just look on the game and see if he's got any listed up at the moment. And there's one on the market for 330 at the moment. I'd argue that one probably will sell. But again, you can always click on sold prices. It tells you what these cards actually sold for. So if you're not sure, then that's what it is. But again, the same thing should happen tonight and tomorrow. If you're buying tonight, you can hold until Monday. They will rise. I'd probably look to buy tonight as low as possible and flip on straight away. That's what I would look to do if I were you. Because I think a buy and hold comes on Sunday into Monday. That's really where I think your buy and hold is, most likely. But let's look at informs. And they're all following a very similar path. It's down, basically. They start off here. Come Thursday, they're highest. People buy their teams ready for Weekend League. And then it's just steadily downwards. Because during Weekend League, people open up packs. And if you look at Milinkovic-Savic, he's down at 24,000 coins now. He's dropping quite significantly. And you look at the hourly graphs. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Let's just say at 44, and he just steadily came down from there. He got down as low as 20,000, and now he's balanced out again. So again, you know, yesterday a buy point on him was about 20,000 coins, give or take. You know you can sell him now for 24, give or take. So you know you can pick him up at sort of that price and below. I'd look like, again, slightly lower than that if possible. And that will be achievable without a doubt. And they bounce back. What you're going to see for the next 2 or 3 days, though, is these cards hold very low because there's constant supply of Team of the Week packs on the market, like I've said before. But let's look at Jonathan David from last week. Again, this was his I guess, daily graph. And as you can see, drops significantly down to 21,000 from there. And then slowly but surely, he's climbed up again. And he's up at 27. So from a low, you can see on sort of Sunday, Monday of 21,000, he's up to 27 now. Which is very, very nice profit indeed. If you're buying at 21 and selling at 27, you're looking at not far 4,000 coins profit per card minimum. for what was only basically a 24-hour hold, realistically, maybe slightly longer than that, but nothing terrible in terms of a hold time. And it's really, really simplistic. And so if you're looking at the team of the weeks and you've got that budget, then I'd be looking at a buy point of tomorrow into Monday at the latest would be a good point to buy some of these team of the weeks that are currently in packs. But it also works with gold cards. So for those of you that are low budget, if we have a look at Jamie Vardy yesterday, up at sort of 8.5, 8.4, come 4 p.m, and then he had a steady downward curve again because people started selling him, and it was a very, very steady downward curve. And he got down to a low last night of like 6.5, 6.6 there, 6.7. Again, these cards you can pick these cards up a lot cheaper. You can get them at 6.2, 6.3. They just because they say the average here, it doesn't mean what they were selling for. You can get them cheaper. And it dips off basically, but look now. He's recovering today. As people are waking up and whatnot and buying him off the market, he's up at 7.5 now again. So if you're picking him up at 6.2 yesterday, with a Hunter on him potentially, you could be selling him for about 8,000 most likely. But again, he's bounced quite quickly, and this keeps happening. It keeps being this recurring theme, especially in gold cards. It's just usually a collapse for the evening, and then a big bounce back, and then a collapse again, and a big bounce back. And we're seeing that happen consistently with specials and with the icons themselves. We're seeing more of a double bounce, whatever, and it's more of a gradual drop and a more of a gradual rise. But if you're on a low budget, easy coins to be made from gold cards. I also want to have a little look and show you guys the cards themselves that came out yesterday, Road to Knockouts. This is becoming a recurring theme all the time. If you look at these cards, they come out into packs, right? And they drop off gradually, and then bang, they just spike. And it happens to so many of them. And it's not to say, again, that there isn't a buy and sell point, because if you look here, he got to a low of 109 and climbed up to 113, but this here is an anomaly. Okay, and I can't stress this enough. Now on PlayStation, it's more obvious. The drop and the climb is more obvious. But on Xbox, what tends to happen to these cards is they sit very low at the beginning. They have a bit of tentativeness. Then for the first hour or two, sort of 7, 8 o'clock, they sit very low. And then bang, they hit heavy. They hit heavy and then they bounce quite quickly before dropping off again. That code just sold, by the way. It's on my screen. And then they hit heavy. So keep an eye on these prices and check out what they do. If we have a little look at Rodrigo as well. My brother sold his. He packed him yesterday and sold him at 280 for this card. 280,000 coins, right? He's up at 300 now. That's his price at the moment. And again, the drop here, look, 279 there. Up to 302. But he did hit a high of 320 at one point. So if you look and go, okay, cool. A low point of sort of, I know you can pick him up at 280. My brother sold him at 280. Climbs up to 320 where you can sell him. And then another weird drop first thing in the morning. And what's happening now is he's starting to spike again. So keep an eye on their prices. If you've got a high budget, this is a good place to be looking at 100%. Just keep an eye on it and see how it goes. But that's the end of the video. If you are new around here, as always, subscribe down below. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. 40,000 coins, 40,000 subscribers is what we're aiming for. So make sure you do subscribe down below. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.